Hello everyone, I'm your host, Boss Zombie. Welcome back to the Elder Scrolls Online. Markarth, and the thrilling conclusion to the dark heart of Skyrim, and blah blah blah. Okay. Show me potato salad. Oh, I guess we have to do this a couple times. Oh! Man, this Heart of Darkness stuff really has a very pretty, like, cyan turquoise kind of thing going on. Oh, this is definitely a conclusion because we got to talk to all your allies.
What? No way.
Someone must keep the orrery in operation. They give me an earful when we return.
I'm holding you to that. Understand?
Mm-hmm. He's kind of already screwed you on that offer before. So I understand why you might not... you might be hesitant to go with it.
You're really just going to hurl yourselves through the void and hope for the best?
Yeah.
I was really hoping Varadus had something tricky up his sleeve. I guess there's nothing left to do but smack Rada al-Saran in his self-righteous face.
Yeah.
You just bring Varadus back. Promise me.
Okay.
You better. The only reason I'm agreeing to stay behind is because you're going with him. I can count on one finger the number of people I'd trust with this. So
I
get
get
this
it.
done. We'll be waiting to hear all about it when you get back.
Until then.
Well, this is it. The portal that leads to Rada al-Saran, to the Darkstorm, and to the end of all this. Whatever that is.
Will you and Fenorian be alright here on your own?
Now you sound like Varandas before a trip. I swear not to wreck the place while you're gone. And if the Grey Host shows up to start trouble, I'll stop them from wrecking it too. So get going already before I change my mind.
Fair enough. Lyris? I'm surprised you're not kind of pushing your way through. You would love to crush him.
This is it then. Everything that happened in Windhelm.
Oh, she's coming with us?
Solitude, and Markarth. It all leads to this. To Rada al-Saran.
Are you ready to face Rada al-Saran?
More than ready. I've sworn my blade to thrones and causes, but my blood and bones are Nord. If Rada al-Saran thinks he can ravage my homeland and get away with it, he's about to be very wrong. Besides, who else is gonna watch your back?
Veranda said we might not come back from this.
Trying to scare me off? I know what we're getting into.
Hey, where's Sai
If we do
Sahan?
get stuck in some lost realm of oblivion, I could think of worse company. Now, let's stuff the talk and kill this bastard.
Agreed.
Can't say I'm looking forward to another romp in Oblivion. I've seen enough of the place for 10 lifetimes. Let's make this a quick trip, alright?
Any guesses what we're charging into?
Every place I've visited in Oblivion has been different. Chains and machines for Molag Bal. Endless libraries for Hermaeus Mora. Each realm shaped by its prince. But Rada al-Saran chose a place beyond their reach. Guess we'll soon find out.
You've been to Hermaeus Mora's place? What? Oh, what's his place? Apocrypha? That's a cool one. It's very disorienting, but Apocrypha's cool, man.
I can almost understand it. Rada al-Saran's desire, I mean. The unpleasantries of living with this curse have haunted me a long time. The thought of what awaits me in the afterlife fills me with no less dread. Anyone would seek an escape.
Are you tempted by the offer?
I'd be lying if I said no. But the price of salvation is too high. Rada al-Saran will doom thousands of souls to fates worse than death so that he and his chosen can escape. I don't need an eternity with that on my conscience.
Well, he's going to answer for all he's done soon enough.
You and my father will see this through. I know it. Just
What the hell was that?
come back, all right? You both still owe me a proper reunion.
Yes, sir.
I'll do all I can to keep the orrery in alignment, but I don't know how long it can sustain this. I don't believe it was designed to have this amount of power coursing through it.
You're saying it wasn't meant to be a gateway?
I'm fairly certain the dwarves built this as an observatory to chart the void. What we're doing is more akin to plunging a telescope into a fathomless depth, so we can slip through the tube without getting wet. Let's hope it doesn't spring a leak.
That was a very clear and precise analogy. Thank you.
We are about to travel into the unknown. Take a moment Speak to our companions. Make whatever peace will calm your soul. When you're ready, we shall enter the portal.
They better have made this the coolest looking... Can I say shit yet? It's been 6 minutes. Yeah. The coolest looking shit ever. They have no restrictions for designing this place. Anything you want to say before we go?
No. Nothing else needs to be said.
I know this is deeply personal to you. I'm offering to listen, that's all.
I have worked all my life to atone for the hubris of my first years as a vampire. Rodda went to great lengths to remind me of my damnation. And I still can't control the darkness racing through my blood. I may not be able to do what must be done.
I heard there's no such thing as damnation, only people who have lost hope.
Those words keep returning to haunt me. They never fail to make me feel foolish, both for having said them and for doubting them. Things may look hopeless from here, but there may be a better vantage on the other side. Only one way to find out.
I'll be right behind you.
The portal into the Dark Heart stands open and waiting. Let's just hope it leads where I think it does.
Are you ready to face Radha Al-Saran?
As ready as I can be. I don't have the luxury of walking away this time. Let's get moving. The more active the Dark Heart becomes, the harder it is for me to concentrate. It's like a constant barrage of noise I can't hear, but I can certainly feel.
How does the orrery work exactly?
Exactly? I have no idea. But Rodda aligned it to open a specific destination. I can sense the dark storm gathering, so we must have reached it. Of course, the chaotic forces of the Void may change our trajectory and hurl us into the vast emptiness.
I'll hope for the best. How do I
I expect you back before Fenorian gets bored. Don't make me come in there after you.
We shall endeavor to return shortly. Farewell, my friends.
Are we leaping into the gaping portal or not?
Okay, sounds like they're done. Oh, I got really sucked. Whoa. Grey Haven. True immortality. That is the promise made to my Grey host. That is the promise I will keep. Radha Al-Saran, the Ashen Lord. And so the Darkstorm is like a blue version of the Harrow Storms? Why would the storm be in the realm, though? Oh, it's like green Cold Harbor. Full of lightning. Very, very frightening. No thanks.
Get back, you bastards! There you are. Damn shades are everywhere. Where's Verandis?
Oh,
Come on,
okay.
up that rise. We'll find him.
Well, they gave me plenty of room. There's vultures here? That's interesting. I can just skate on the edges and avoid confrontation. That's fine with me. Oh.
Gods. In the sky. That must be the dark storm.
Yeah.
It must lead to Radha Al-Saran.
Whoa, my little guy is green here.
Let's follow the storm.
Weird.
Hopefully Verandis will do the same.
So there's an overall like blue filter then on things. Groovy. I'm fine with this, being able to just run past.
I don't want to fight you!
Look at you, Verandis. The Dark Heart is overwhelming.
You hear that? Voices in the storm.
Wow, thanks guys. It's great that I don't have to fight these things.
Will you really embrace death and damnation just to spite
Verandis
me,
is in
old
trouble.
friend?
We have to hurry.
Rodda.
If I go like this. Why does it walk like that? I don't like that at all. Those things are capable of walking upright.
You didn't turn your back on our dream. You lost hope.
Yeah,
That
werewolves.
is my gift. I can see.
Boy, Radha Al-Saran's pretty delusional, not gonna lie. He's really still convinced that this is what Verandis wants.
Don't you do it, Count. Don't you dare.
Oh, it's like the Amber Plasm. It really is just like twisted Cold Harbor, which is kind of impressive.
Not even Molag Bal can threaten us here. The Grey Host will be an unstoppable force. Nothing will be beyond our reach.
Rada, your dream was never mine. It ends here.
Verandis, we are nearly free. Verandis! Join our forsaken kin in Molag Bal's teeth, you traitor!
Oh. Oh, I guess we're fighting.
Watch, Verandis, as I destroy everything you cherish.
Okay, so we're in the first stage when he has the sword.
Watch out, partner.
Oh, you take way too much damage for this to be simple.
This is the sword that split Lecky's blade, reforged in bitter blood. You will taste it soon.
Okay. Hey, Sai's sword kind of looks like that, but not evil and red.
Drown in the blood of your betters.
Alright, I probably should kill these things, huh?
This is the best you could muster, Verandis.
Okay, he's definitely gonna have a second health bar and turn into
What to
a...
take first? An arm? An eye?
Alright, come on, just get it over with, turn into a vampire lord. There we go. Do you still have your sword like this?
We need a new strategy.
I'm all ears. Is he just like... Is he taking damage and healing it? I think he is. Oh, why are there mobs?
I'll need more souls to cage Rada again. Continue to slay the Grey Host.
You got it.
The Dark Heart is depleted. Slay more of the Grey Host to fill it.
There needs to be more.
That's it. Keep feeding their souls to the Dark Heart.
This power almost feels worth the price I paid.
Are you gonna summon any more guys, or? I need to eat. Okay, good. That was... There we go. Just gonna munch.
All of the souls are collected and must be released.
Am I supposed to do something?
I've woven a trap. Bring Rada to me.
Oh, there you go. Now you take a lot of damage. Oh, it's like separating his soul.
How? How can you turn the Dark Heart against me?
As long as this pace continues and I can... Move. And I can keep eating things, that's fine.
We exhausted the trap power. Send more souls to the Dark. A few more should do the trick. Don't let up.
Alright, so this is what, 5 times? 4 times? It's certainly much better than the whole thing with Calgrunty. That one sucked.
I'm about to summon the soul trap. Get ready. Lead Rada to me.
I'm trying, but he's in the middle of a flight pattern. It's a lot of blood. Here he comes. Almost half.
Verandis, dare raise your hand to me?
He's really slow on the uptake. Also,
Goodbye, wretch.
Lyris, you feel like getting up anytime soon? Hey, summon more guys so I can eat them. There we go.
Slow and clumsy cat.
Ow. Oh, battle mage.
of millennia will not be stopped by the likes of you.
I mean, it might, though. And bye. Oh, a Blood Knight.
Lead Rodder this way!
I'm trying.
Bring Rodder to the soul trap!
Come on, Bat Boy. Oh, don't do that now. That takes so long. Does he heal from that? No. Really?
Enough of your pointless defiance.
Oh, I'm about to lose all my werewolfness. Oh.
How dare you turn the souls of those you
I guess if I just keep
betrayed
smacking him,
against
it'll
me?
help me sustain a little longer. Oh, come on. Okay. I only get a like millisecond or two to like eat these guys because then they become unusable corpses. Okay, so we just need to do another wave of that. Lyris, I mean, buddy, they could have at least had you stand in the background, not pinned to the ground like a carpet the whole time.
Goodbye, wretch.
I should be smacking him during this time, shouldn't I? Oh, two big werewolves. Oh, and a behemoth. Oh, and a behemoth. They're really giving us a tour de force. I wasn't paying attention. Was there a wave with, like, witches, too?
I'll need more souls to cage Rodder again.
Alright, here's one more.
Continue to slay them. That's it! I'll have the soul trap ready in a moment. Rodder will
Laser?
be vulnerable
Laser.
here.
Enough of your pointless defiance.
Come on, Batty. And there you go. And he's dead.
Lecky's laughing on the far shores, dancing with her mocking blade.
Wow. So the whole thing stems from this dude
Goodbye,
having a serious inferiority
I wish
complex.
I could have found salvation for us both.
Ah! The dark storm rages. I must take control.
Oh, don't sacrifice
It'll
yourself
kill you.
again.
If I don't stop the dark storm, then my death will be the least of our worries.
He's really gonna do it, isn't he?
God's power! It's everything Rodder said it would be.
You and Lyris must go. While I still possess the power of the Dark Heart, I can open a gateway to the orrery. Return home.
You aren't coming?
I can only control the Dark Storm from here. I understand now what must be done to stop it. I can use the power of the Dark Heart one last time. When I am finished, the energy will be gone, and our gate to the orrery will be closed. You understand?
There's no other way?
Not any that can make everything right. I brought about this tragedy through my naivete, through my selfish desires, through my damn ideals and curiosity. It's my time of reckoning, not yours.
I understand. Boy. Real original writing, guys. You couldn't figure out a way to save him again?
This is farewell.
I don't want to owe you, Verondis!
Have faith. Rodder's last gift was hope.
What does that mean? What does that mean? Hope for what?
You're back. But where's Verondis?
He's staying behind. I'm sorry.
He's staying. No. He promised. He promised me.
It was the only way to...
Look out! The Dark Heart! It's dormant. Verandis must have done it. He stopped the Darkstorm.
Hey, no.
Arana.
What? How is what? But she died.
I can breathe. I'm alive?
Hey, I'm not complaining, but how?
I'm no illusion. Flesh and blood. Alive as can be.
How can that be?
I can't say myself. I remember being here, in this room. I remember the wound. Then nothing but a cold, icy current dragging me under. I drowned for so long. Until a warm hand fished me out.
Oh,
I couldn't see. Everything was just warmth and light. There was a voice, though, guiding me, calling me back. It sounded like Verandis.
Verandis brought you back to life?
As I live and breathe, it was Verandis who led me here. I don't understand much of what occurred, but of that, I'm certain. That, and I didn't come back alone.
You're saying others came with you?
There were a great many others drowning in that icy current. I'm certain I wasn't the only one pulled ashore. It's just a feeling, but a strong one. I want to see if that feeling speaks true.
About the last time we saw each other.
You did what you thought was best, and the price I paid has been returned. None of us could have imagined this is where our path would lead, but I've no complaints with the outcome. No complaints at all.
Where are you headed?
Markarth. That's where the spirits call me now. I have no fondness for the place, but that's where my people need me.
Huh. That's interesting. I guess that's what he was trying to do originally. Figure out a way to return a soul to life. Who else died during this? I don't remember.
Did I hear you right? Verandis brought that woman back to life? Not just raised her from the dead, actually restored her body and soul?
That's apparently it.
Was that what the Count meant by making it right? He didn't just stop the Darkstorm. He used it to free the souls from the Darkheart. We've got to get to Markarth.
Why this sudden urgency?
Isn't that where Rada al-Saran harvested souls for the Darkheart? If Verandis released them all, maybe Arana's right and she didn't come back alone. That's something we should see for ourselves.
I understand.
You go on ahead. Fen and Gwendis could use a moment. I'll make sure they make it to Markarth safely.
Do you really think Verandis could restore Markarth?
Just bringing one person back should be impossible, short of divine intervention. But we saw the Grey Host manage it more than once. If the Darkstorm was anything like the Harrowstorms in Western Skyrim, it just might be possible.
Okay. I don't remember any other major characters that... Well, they were all the dead people in the court. It'd be nice if they're not dead anymore. Who else died? Very, very interesting. No, why would I want that? Ugh. How do I get up there? Why am I having difficulty with this? Well, it seems like specifically it wants me to go into the Understone Keep. Are they really not going to figure out a way to have him come back too? They wouldn't do that again. That would be too cliche.
I was hoping to catch up. You hear that? Markarth is celebrating.
Oh yeah, listen to that. I guess that qualifies as celebrating, the weird background chanting.
That magnificent bastard really did it. He brought them back.
He said Rada gave him hope. You think this is what he meant?
The Count enjoyed his mysteries, but yeah, I think so. When we started this, I thought the best we could do is pay Al-Saran back for the lives he stole. Guess I should have set my sights higher.
What's next for us?
We rest.
Ooh.
With Rada Al-Saran dead, the Grey Host is finally buried for good. We couldn't have done it without you, partner. So eat, drink, find some company for your bed. And tomorrow, we'll probably have to do this all over again.
Probably.
It may seem odd coming from a Nord, but I'm glad to see all these Reach folk alive and well. They seem content.
Oh,
but I'm
I got
sure
a
they
blob.
wouldn't mind us bringing them a few more reasons to celebrate.
What do you mean?
News of Rada Al-Saran's death won't compare to the dead returning to life, but I'm sure Kadek will be relieved to hear it. You find the Ard and let him know there's nothing to fear from the Grey Host anymore.
Aren't you coming?
Why spoil the mood? I think I'm going to take a moment. I haven't done that since Fenorian and I arrived in the Reach.
You alright?
Just fine. Even the great Lyris Titanborn needs a rest sometimes. Don't tell anyone.
Oh, did I get Rada's sword? Is that what that is? Where is it? It's like a two-handed, right? Void Collar. What's the style? Night Hollow. A ceremonial blade gifted to Ashlord by the profane priest of Night Hollow. With his defeat is... okay. I bet that looks like his crazy sword, but not red and glowy. I don't believe we've spoken to him. He has like a Styracosaurus skull on his head. So this is the part where we're going to have all our allies in the room, right? Or not just allies, the people we've met in the quests. Both in this zone and Grainwar.
Look! Can you believe it? There's life to the keep again!
Ha! That's your doing, isn't it? The Ard seems to think so. He'll want to see you. He's holding an audience in his war room right now.
Hey, you look good with that.
What's this about a war room?
Oh, I thought you were taking a rest.
You're here too, Titanborn. You come with me. I have a message for your ears alone.
Fine. But if this is Kadek's idea of a joke, you won't find it funny.
Can I hear? Oh, okay. Sorry, I'll be on my way. You guys look good in that armor. Really? None of my friends? None of the people I've quested with are here? Or done adventures with? For? What? Oh, the war room is above. Why would we do this in the war room?
We are agreed. If Eastern and Western Skyrim can put aside their differences in the face of the Grey Host, then the Reach can do so as well. Come forward, Freehand. No need to bow for the sake of kings.
Well, hey guys.
Thank the gods we have better matters to attend to than the deployment of troops and suspicions of treachery. For a man called Despot, the Ard is in an agreeable mood. But that's not your concern. It's good to see you once more.
What brings you in the Skald King to Markarth?
Truthfully, Spanna. When we learned that Markarth suffered an attack like the one you narrowly prevented in Solitude, she insisted that we offer aid. Ostensibly to stop the Grey Host. But it seems we're a bit late for that.
There may still be remnants that pose a threat.
No doubt. They have proved very skilled at keeping to the shadows and biding their time. Hunting them down will not be easy. But I feel that's not how best to make use of the opportunity we've been given.
What do you mean?
The Grey Host's greatest weapon against us was our mutual mistrust. They preyed on our suspicions and fears, used our division to pick us apart one by one. The best way to prevent that from happening again would be to build trust and cooperation.
So you formed an alliance?
An accord at least. It's a step in the right direction.
I wish you luck.
Trust takes time to build, but we must start somewhere. I couldn't have done it without Svanna. Jarl Svanna. Watching her put aside past differences between Eastern and Western Skyrim for the sake of her people has made quite an impression on me.
You seem to hold Svanna in high regard.
Well, yes, I do. She's a striking woman. A figure. Leader. Yeah. She's won many hearts and minds in the short time she's been a Jarl. I think that speaks more to her esteem than my praise. Western Skyrim would do well to put her in charge.
Will your father allow another ruler to control the West?
He doesn't want another war on his hands, and the Western holds still desire their independence. Skyrim won't be united by force, but with more days like today, the province may one day be whole, no matter how many kings claim it.
Thanks. He's come a long way in terms of character development. Hey, Jorun. Peter Stormare.
We may be divided, Nick. No matter what befalls Skyrim, we are looking for another adventure, my friend. Whenever I see you,
he has so many dialogues.
I know that Skyrim is in good hands. Looking for another adventure, my friend? You need to learn to relax for a while. Eat, drink, find a companion. Life's too short for anything else.
What are you doing here, King Jorun?
This business with the Grey Host is far from over. As long as Skyrim is threatened, I will be close by to lend a hand.
Still, this far from your holdings.
The Reach is far from everyone's holdings. This Grey Host business started with me, though, and I always intended to see it through to the end. Thankfully, we prevailed this time.
Do you think Svanna has already become the ruler of Western Skyrim?
I do. She's an impressive young woman. Is Western Skyrim ready for Svanna? That's the more pertinent question. Solitude shuns the outside world, while Svanna reaches for it. We'll have to see how that works out in the end.
Are you here to take over the Reach?
I have no desire to replace a despot. Haven't these people suffered enough? In any event, my forces are stretched too thin to take on much more. If the people request help, however, I will put whatever resources I can at their disposal.
Why are you so willing to help people who consider you their enemy?
Shore's bones. Why does everyone insist on seeing ulterior motives behind every kind act? Can't a king just be a nice person? Look, someone has to extend the hand of friendship before it can be grasped. Besides, helping the Reach helps all of Skyrim.
Fair enough. Hey, Svanna. You look actually really cool. Isn't that the same outfit your dad had, though?
You seem more comfortable standing among kings and jarls than I do.
Wait.
You seem more comfortable standing among kings and jarls than I do. Then again, you always did. It's good to see you again.
What brings you to the Reach?
Western Skyrim has begun to recover. With Fenn's elixir, our soldiers have been able to push back the Grey Host. I know the Reach has not been so fortunate. I persuaded Prince Ernskar and the Skald King to offer our support.
What do you plan to do?
I expected we'd be sending soldiers, but by the time we arrived, the people were dancing in the streets. I always heard stories of the City of Stone being a dark place where flint-hearted Reachmen worship strange gods. It's not so different from home.
How are things there?
The people seem happier than I've ever seen, in spite of all our hardships. I wasn't the only one living under my father's shadow, apparently. I can't come and go as I please, but the Blue Palace is lively as any tavern with Mog around.
You brought Mog to the palace?
Made him my royal taster. I don't think the thought of being poisoned even crossed his mind, but he seems happy so long as the food and drink keeps coming. Unofficially, he's also the jester, but don't tell him I said so.
Look at Ernskar looking at her. My lips are sealed. What's up, Ard? Crazy ride, huh?
If you'd said only yesterday I'd play host to Nord rulers from across all Skyrim, I'd have told you the dead would live again before that happened. And here we are. A day of miracles. Tell me truthful. You had a hand in all this, eh?
I killed Rada al-Saran and Verandis restored the lives lost to the Dark Heart.
At last! The monster that nearly brought my lands to ruin has paid the price for his wrongs. I could ask no more. And yet that which was taken has been returned as well. Where is Count Ravenwatch? If he thinks to escape my gratitude...
Verandis had to stay behind to return the souls of your people.
Then, his name and deeds will echo these halls for as long as I sit upon the throne. Which'll be a while yet, thanks to you both. And so long as these Nords are good to their word. I've no idea what peace is like, but I'm eager to find out.
What sort of agreement have you reached with the Nords?
We treat for peace. Our battles with the Grey Host have ravaged all our kingdoms and peoples. We each seek to rebuild and recover. Perhaps we'll do so together. At least we'll keep out of each other's way. Before we proclaim, I have a favor to ask.
What do you need?
I've need of a counselor. In spite of her treachery, Lady Belaine is a canny advisor. I need that again now, more than ever. Tell the witch, Arana, that I will offer her my ear, if she will share her wisdom. I hear she's recently arrived to my keep.
So you're making peace with Arana, too?
I suppose so. Can't just lop off her head after she got it back. Wouldn't do for morale. Unless she's determined to keep up her fight with me. I'm willing to put the past to rest. Besides, I already made peace with the rest of her rebels.
What are your plans for Markarth now that there's peace?
It's a worthy holdfast, but not so much a city. I would have the land worked, the stone repaired, and the markets expanded. But these are not things my kin have much knowledge in, but perhaps the Nords will share their trade for the right price.
Tell me your thoughts on the other rulers here.
Well, they're a fair lot more agreeable than the she-wolf you travel with. Have the sense to show deference to a king in his own hall. Though I heard enough honeyed words from the Lady Belaine for one lifetime. The fat one thinks himself a poet.
What do you think of Skald King Yorn?
Skald King. Nonsense. Every now and then comes a king of his kind. One who makes stirring pronouncements and promises that his court must struggle to keep. His grand words lack guile, so I wager he can be trusted.
What do you think about Jarl Savannah?
The past would tell me to hate Svargrim's whelp with all my vigor. We've battled and bled for more generations than I can count with her ilk. But this fledgling speaks plain and honest. When she talks of new beginnings, I believe her.
What about Prince Ernskar?
I heard Yoren sired the boy when he was young, but looking at the pair, I have a hard time saying who's father and who's whelp. Ernskar seems shrewd and dutiful, but his father casts a long shadow. A wide one, too.
There's something else I wanted to ask you about.
If you must. Can't have you thinking me ungrateful.
I guess that's it. Now do all the allies we see?
My ears are burning. Is that my name on the wind?
It could be, Rabbit. It could be.
Not even this gloomy old stone keep can dampen my spirits. My dreams hold true. Markarth is alive with joy. But you didn't approach to listen to me. What is it you wanted?
Ard Kadok wants to know if you're willing to become his new counselor.
I'm barely foot to stone and he's clamoring for my attention. I had no mind to stand by a throne when I first started my journey. Now, here we are. The Reach has suffered so much. I want to help restore the land. Aye, I'll serve.
I'll give him your reply.
I can speak for myself. You have more important matters to attend to. There's a friend who's journeyed a long way to thank you personally for all you've done. 'Twould be rude to keep him waiting.
Okay, where can I find him?
There's an out-of-the-way chamber in the rear of the keep where you can meet. Now, I should find the Ard and make sure he thinks before he speaks.
Can you tell me more about this friend you want me to meet?
Aye, I can. But I won't. I'm enjoying the suspense. Off with you.
She was the best character in this DLC. An old friend? I mean, it's either going to be Verandis or Emperor Varen.
I'm sorry to have kept you waiting, my friend. Do forgive my ghastly appearance.
What happened to you?
It seems I spoke too soon when I bade you a final farewell. I'm glad to have the opportunity to see you again, my friend. None of this would have been possible without you.
I thought you had to stay behind.
As did I. When I took hold of the Darkstorm's power, I believed it would be the last thing I ever did. It was a force no mortal hands should wield. Still, with it I was able to draw the souls out of the Dark Heart, return them to where they belonged.
Was that how you made it back?
No. As the last of the Dark Heart's power ebbed away, I should have been trapped in Rada's sanctuary realm. But I was forced out. Pushed, I'd say. I fell into the darkness of the slumbering heart. Then I emerged from it, like a moth from a cocoon.
How so?
My soul became part of the Dark Heart, smelted inextricably into the fabric of its existence. So long as it remains dormant, its hold over me is tolerable. But I am bound to it nonetheless.
What will you do now?
If I am to be wed to this power, then I must ensure that it never gets used again. For that to happen, both the heart and I must fade into obscurity. House Ravenwatch will carry on without me. Arana will send them here to receive the news soon.
I see.
I have no regrets. You gave me the opportunity to reckon with my past and pay penance. This journey has brought closure to the life of Count Verandis Ravenwatch. I have a fresh start. As do we all. The kings are soon to speak. You should be there.
Will I see you again?
I have no idea what the future holds, but you seem to be the axis upon which this world turns. If it still has some use for me, I'm sure our paths will cross again.
That's basically the
then,
devs talking. If we need him, he'll show up. If
Arana
not,
said they'd be this way. Come on.
Father!
They said you were gone.
I was, and I will be again. We have much to discuss, but I will not be returning to House Ravenwatch.
But who will...
You three have no more need of a guardian. It's time I put the future of the Ravenwatch in your hands.
But you'll still visit, right?
Every chance I get.
you okay, bud?
I don't know what I expected when Arana said there was someone waiting to see us, but I thought he was gone. I don't think there's anything left that could surprise me today. Forget I said that. Better not tempt fate.
You seem troubled.
No, I don't mean to give the wrong impression. It's all just a bit much. Maybe I should sit down. Did he really say he wants us to take over the Ravenwatch?
He did.
Right. I didn't imagine it. The truth is, we were already considering the future of the Ravenwatch after you returned without Verandis. It seems that will bear further discussion. But I'm relieved that the circumstances are different.
You'll do fine, I'm sure.
Your vote of confidence is always encouraging. Gwendis could use some of that as well, I think. Have a word with her, won't you?
Alright, what's my assignment?
You're to endure as much of the cheer and praise as the Ard and his people can heap upon you. And you're to have absolutely nothing to do with evil vampires for at least, I don't know, a day? Think you can manage that, recruit?
Maybe.
Remember, you're representing House Ravenwatch now. Consider this a diplomatic mission. I believe the Ard was calling for you when we spoke to Arana. He was headed to the audience chamber with the other rulers, last I saw.
Here and gone, here and gone. It's cruel to play with a girl's heart like this. But I'm glad Verandas kept his promise. Ugh, I'm having too many feelings right now.
How do you feel about leading the Ravenwatch?
Great! Terrible. Everything in between. I've waited so long for Verandas to stop hovering over my shoulder. But I never thought it would be because he's not around. I realized something, though. When you and Lyris told me he wasn't coming back.
Oh?
I can't shed tears for him. It's not what he needs from me. He needs someone to carry on after him. To do the work he can't anymore. So that's what I'll do. Keep his legacy alive. Somebody has to keep tabs on all those pesky vampires.
Let me know if Ravenwatch needs my assistance again.
Don't think it's just Verandas I expect to visit. It'd be nice bumping into you somewhere other than a moldy cavern once in a while. Castle Ravenwatch is always open to you. It's not like we have a shortage of guest rooms.
I'll remember that.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to give Verandas an earful. I think I heard the Ard calling for you when we were talking to Arana. They're making some proclamation in the audience chamber. Better not miss your accolades.
What do you have to say about this, Adusa?
Adusa heard that Verandas had been imprisoned in the void, but he's here. Forgive me. This one is glad to see you, Five Claw. Your help at Reachwind Depths was much appreciated. Without your assistance, Cathad would still be in the deep tombs.
Are you ready to lead Ravenwatch?
There was a time when this one felt more like a nursemaid than compatriot to those two. But Gwendis and Fenorian are no longer helpless kittens. Count Verandas need not worry. Adusa stands firm. House Ravenwatch will endure.
Without Verandas, what will happen to the Ravenwatch?
House Ravenwatch has a long and noble tradition. This one will run the estate in Count Verandas' absence. She has done so before. As for the Ravenwatch, our work will continue. Gwendis is coming into her own, and Fenorian shows promise.
What about Cathad?
Cathad has much training to complete before he can take his place as a fully functional member of the Ravenwatch. Oh, he has the skills and the proper outlook, but he needs time to hone those abilities and learn our methods. He will work out well.
Count, any last thoughts?
No. I must bid farewell to my beloved wards. I have never been comfortable with goodbyes, but I should realize by now that they are rarely forever. I won't be joining the festivities, but rest assured, I will be watching.
Will I see you again?
I have no idea.
Okay, so we already heard that dialogue. Oh, it's like actually outside? Wait, where is it? Oh, I don't think we've been down this hall.
I thought you might enjoy a welcome surprise for once, Snow Lily.
Oh, Sai. You always know how to... Oh, hello, partner.
Don't mind me. Hey, Sai, what's up? You got your sword?
Thank you again for agreeing to help Lyris and I with our little problem. It seems there is always trouble that needs fixing, but it's good to find a moment for celebration now and again.
Am I interrupting?
What? No, never. You are always welcome in our company. Good companions are hard to find. Don't let us keep you from your moment of honor, though. There will be plenty of time to share stories after all the accolades.
Sai and I were just talking about the Ashen Lord, and, well, a few other topics came up. Nothing that bears mentioning. Of course that bears mentioning, Sai. Look, partner, you understand, right?
Was the message earlier from him?
Braden said there was a mysterious Red Guard looking for me. The way he said it, my first thought was Rada al-Saran found his way back too. But no, just Sai trying to surprise me. I punched him extremely hard, and then I hugged him.
Will you two be traveling together?
Skyrim is a nice place to visit, but I need to see what's over the horizon. And yes, I think that Sai wants to go with me. The Skull King can spare me for a while. Besides, he owes me. Where will we go? Somewhere far away. Maybe back to Skingrad.
Skingrad, you say? Skingrad! My favorite city in Cyrodiil. In Western Cyrodiil, which we haven't gone to yet. As in the area we've been kind of teased in the next upcoming content based on data mines. That's Skingrad, you say? That could be good. Safe travels, then.
People like us can't stay out of trouble very long. So let's share a few casks of mead while things are quiet. Oh, Caddock's looking for you. He and the other rulers want to make some big announcement. I'll be along in a moment.
Have you met with Svanna? I guess Ard is the title and Caddock is his name. Have you met with Svanna and or Skald King Yorn?
I haven't, but I'm sure you can keep them busy for a while longer. Right, partner? Sai and I still have a few dents to bang out of my armor.
Okay. I guess that was a euphemism. Hey guys. Oh, here's all the people I helped.
Well met, Harrier. Too many people here for my liking, but I guess it's understandable. We've seen some dark days of late, but it's good to see the sun come out again.
Citizen, citizen, citizen. Oh, here's a pair I recognize. How are you two?
Friend, I'm happy to see you. News of what you did for the Reach brought joy to me, and to Modern as well.
What have you been up to?
I've been preparing for the wedding. The Chief of Chiefs and the Clan Chiefs agree it'll happen within the season. Modern and I have grown closer than ever. Though sometimes I worry about him.
Why is that?
I think breaking his word to Tristan still weighs heavy on him. Though I hear she's found a new love already, Modern still worries. I do my best to comfort him. It's easier now that our clans aren't feuding, as much as they used to anyway.
Modern, how are you doing, bud? Upset? Sounds like?
Outsider, you are an inspiration. What you did for this land, its people, I can scarce fathom it.
What have you been up to?
My wedding to Estlin will be within the season, so I'm told. I've also been helping my father settle the peace terms between the Eagle Seers and my clan. I've kept myself quite busy.
Have you spoken to Racine?
A bit. She's still hurt. But she told me she understands why I made the choice that I did. I think we both realize our lives will be better for it. And not just because of the peace between the Six Fords and the Eagle Seers.
Hey! Hey, Madoni. Oh, and the Sijic guy's here too. Okay, you guys are the Delve pair.
Friend, you've done more for me people than most Reachmen know. You've changed my view of Outlanders, that's for sure and certain.
How you doing?
I think the spirits are smiling on us once more. The Thorn Roots have given my clan no more trouble. And I'm thankful. Father thinks it's time I take up more of the leadership of the clan. So he's teaching me the ways. Ugh, I hope I'm ready.
Speaking of father?
It's a grand occasion you've delivered us to, Outsider. I'm glad Madonna and I could be a part of it.
How are the Hill Hunters?
Free and safe, thankfully. After the trouble with the Thorn Roots, we found shelter in the mountains. Now, it seems that it's safe for us to return to the lowlands. And I'm passing on to Madonna what knowledge I can. She is ready to lead.
Hey, Sijic dude. What's the happening? Who else is here? Quite a few, actually.
Finally, a moment to pause and reflect. You've a great deal to reflect upon, too. You stopped the Grey Host, restored life to Markarth's dead, saved Tamriel from certain peril. That's a rather long list of accomplishments, I must say.
He almost sounds like Weird Al Yankovic. Have you what have you been up to since we last spoke?
Since the incident with Pithis, I've focused on applying myself to my studies. My fellow Sijiks never faulted me for what happened. They've been nothing but supportive. So much so, in fact, that they've asked me to consider taking an apprentice. Me!
Yeah, dude, the voice actor gives off serious Weird Al vibes. Oh wow, it really is this everyone. She does. Look at her crazy red eyes.
It's good to see you, friend. It seems we of the Reach owe much to you.
How's Garth
Now that it's
Waston?
free of the vampire's pole, Karth Waston thrives.
Oh, it is Waston. I was right.
The Crow-Eye clan will always remember what you did for us.
We didn't really talk, but how are you doing, Captain Bridge Piercing?
You saved the Crow-Eye clan and now the Reach itself. I'm sorry I distrusted you. But in my defense, it's not every outsider that can wipe out an army of vampires and werewolves. You're different from outsiders. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Aye, but don't get any ideas, outsider. I'm still keeping my eye on you. So mind yourself.
Yes, sir. Hey, it's the coolest shaman in the well. What is she wearing? I just kind of registered in my brain.
The Crow-Eye once again have a reason to look at you in admiration, outsider.
How did the Crow-Eye fare?
Well, thank you. Karth Waston knows the favor of the Daedra once more, and the air no longer reeks of the storm. Our home is at peace, as are we.
Who is this barbarian lady? Okay, good luck with that outfit. Anyone else? That's not Lyris Titanborn. What? What is happening here? This is Citizen. Okay, that seems to be a bug. It's fine. Hey, Cathod. Who else is here? Oh, there's our group right there. Look, Shalaria's here. Or Shalaria.
You're the one who killed Rada al-Saran, who helped stop the Grey Host? I had no idea. You should have told me. You're a legend.
Is life in the Riverwatch everything you expected?
Hard to say. Adusa Daro has begun my training, but there's only so much we can accomplish out here in the Reach. She says we'll be heading to Rivenspire soon, so I can train in Ravenwatch Castle. And I met Gwendis and Fenorian. They welcome me.
What do you think of them?
Adusa says they're my sister and brother now. Fenorian seems nice enough, if a little too scholarly for my taste. Gwendis, however, she's intense. None of my actual siblings ever looked at me the way she does. It's disconcerting.
She's probably just teasing you.
If you say so. Hopefully, once I prove myself, they'll accept me as a true member of the family. In the meantime, I'm trying to remember everything Adusa tells me. I want to make sure she never regrets coming to my aid. Or you either, my friend.
Hey, it's been when's the last time we saw her? Was the prologue for Markarth, right?
So you and Fenorian managed without me, I see. Is it true that the last of the Grey Host has finally joined his brothers and sisters in the grave?
Yes, Rada al-Saran was destroyed along with those he returned from Cold Harbor.
Then you have the Pyre Watch's eternal gratitude. I must return their stolen remains to the unhallowed grave, and bury them deeply enough to be forgotten by all but my order. Once it is rebuilt.
Have you had any luck recruiting?
No. Some of those defending the Bankerai garrison showed interest, but most of them were only seeking a less hazardous post. The Pyre Watch has no need of layabouts and cowards. We must be eternally vigilant. Perhaps I will try Kvatch next.
Oh, interesting. Well, we've been to Kvatch. Fenorian?
Welcome to the Raven Watch. I suppose that makes me your superior now. I'll try not to let it go to my head. I actually have your first assignment, if you're ready.
Isn't this the same? Okay, so we had this
remember?
dialogue already. Dusa?
At the start of this day, it's
House Ravenwatch has
Okay, so this is all the same. Grandis, you don't have anything new, right?
Don't think it's just for Ondus I expect a visit.
Okay, so it's all the same. Citizen. Hey, Mog! What's up, dude?
Salutations! Wherever you go, celebrations seem to follow. Even if this one is a bit peasantry. But not everyone can have the refined palate of a royal taster.
You seem different.
I believe the word you are looking for is refined. My boon companion is the Jarl of Solitude. I have to ensure everything served to her is of the highest quality. You'd be surprised at the sort of slop the Blue Palace chefs will put on her plate.
Slop?
For the future High Queen? Certainly. Usually I have to have 2 or 3 courses before they get it right. It's cost me 3 notches on my best belt, but that's a small price to pay for royalty. Speaking of, it's about time to inspect the kitchen.
Oh, Mog.
Salute.
Wait. No, never mind. Sometimes I want to double check because it feels like the stone hands. Old Mulin, hey, and oh, now she's here. Okay.
In all my years, I have neither seen nor heard of such a miracle as you've delivered today. You must have Shore's own bond with Mother Wolf for her to carry so many lost pups back here.
What are you doing here, Old Mulin?
This old woman not important enough to merit an invitation, is that it? If you must know, Svanna asked me to counsel her on the Reach, but I'd have come whether I was invited or not. Can't trust such important matters to the likes of kings.
Have you been to Markarth before?
That I have. Many times during the vast span of my life, though not in some years. The city never changes, only the occupants. Perhaps that will change now, should this peace hold.
You think it will?
I should think this whole affair taught you that nothing lasts forever. But it seems to me the people are ready for this peace. I don't think it will crumble easily so long as ambitious fools aren't permitted to chip away at it.
Hey, Jarl. You were cool.
Never thought I'd set foot in Markarth except to conquer it. Strange times. Strange, but not entirely unpleasant. Still, I'll not get comfortable here. Too much dwarf workings and old stone. May as well live in a barrow.
How has Morthal fared since I left?
My hold endures, as we always have. Though we might not have weathered the Harrowstorms without that elixir Fenorian and old Mjolnir concocted, they still threaten the countrysides. But we can fight free of the fear that we'll be made monsters.
How are things with your daughter?
Better. Much better. There's still a pall that hangs over her to the rest of the townsfolk. But at home we're beginning to feel more like a family again. She even smiles now and again. You've got enough arse-kissing to endure, but I'm grateful.
Oh. Anyone up there that I missed? No? Again, her outfit is very bizarre.
Don't let us keep you.
Okay, so these are all the same dialogue. Alright.
Finally, the guest of honor has arrived. Let's have a word before we begin.
Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. No, yeah, they're all here. Congratulations on your
Not
promotion.
a moment too soon. Kadak's eager to demonstrate that he's the equal of any Nord king. He hopes it will legitimize his claim as king of the Reach. He's not wrong, but he'd look more a fool if I weren't here to keep his temper on a leash.
Seems like you're already a helpful advisor.
That I am. It's a new dawn. For me, for Markarth, for the Reach. After all you've done to bring it back from the brink of oblivion, putting up with Kadak's arse-headed notions is the least I can do to make sure it wasn't wasted effort.
Does that mean you're getting along?
Let's not stretch the bones of reason. There'll be no shortage of bickering and cursing in our future, but there's trust. So long as we both want what's best for the Reach, that'll do. Best to see him now. I can see him casting glares our way.
Okay. Alright, your turn. I never realized how not tall you are. I guess because Reachmen are technically Breton related? Or is it their, need? I forget what it is. If they're needs or Bretons or...
Fair adventurers.
Come and go as you please. Keep 3 kings and a jarl biding on their thumbs in a crowded hall. Suppose you've earned that right, Rover. Near everybody in this room wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you.
I did what I had to.
Simply put, I like that. In doing what needed doing, you brought all the crowns of Skyrim to one hall. You put the Grey Host back in the ground, and you gave us clear skies. At last, we can see where we must go. Take this with all our thanks.
Oh. Oh.
Free hands of Markarth! You long-suffering lot,
Oh.
I call my kin! We've survived another long night, darker than we've ever known. But we did nae endure it alone. Against the Grey Host we found unlikely allies, and put aside old grudges. Together, we not only survived, we flourished!
We owe these miracles to the efforts of all kinds. Reachman, Nord, Vampire, Outlander. Heroes of every stripe. Let us follow their example. We have warred together. We celebrate together. Let us rebuild together.
From this day forward, we clash mugs instead of swords. Peace and prosperity to all our kingdoms. Cheers to the heroes of Skyrim.
Let us remember them with song and drink. We, the children of Skyrim, we shall endure.
Oh, is that it? Speech is done. Did one of those achievements give me any titles? Let's see. What were the Hero of Skyrim, Guardian of the Reach. I guess that one's more impressive because you have to completely complete the story to get it. Oh, and I got that cool. Now the color makes sense. Oh, let's change my title. Character. Savior of Western Skyrim, I would now be Guardian of the Reach. Wait. That seems not like the correct... Yeah, Guardian of the Reach, okay. What other achievement? Is that all the quest achievements? Oops. Markarth. Oh, no. That's, okay, that's daily. Oh! Speak to Verandis in Blackreach after completing second chances. Huh. I would bet he's in the orrery. Let's go do that real quick. Oh my god, there's so many load screens though. Ah. It's pretty good, honestly. I'm happy that the twist was that no one died in the end, except for the bad guy. Like, they're always so quick to throw away a character. But that's... very rarely is that actually good writing. Like, I'm sure Abner Tharn isn't dead. There's just no way. We'll probably see him next year if we're really going to Cyrodiil. Especially if we're going to Cyrodiil, actually. Oops, the game doesn't like me being here.
You saw a spectral wolf that spoke like a man. Takes all kinds, I guess.
What? Did I do that? I don't remember. A spectral wolf that spoke like a man? I guess. Yeah, he's definitely in the... Where else would he be in Blackreach? He's either in the Ori or outside of it, I would bet. Cool, so once I get the dailies all done, I'll be done with the quests. I usually complete all the quests. I think I've completed every quest achievement in all the categories. And I've done most of the exploration except for like the things like find a character that spawns randomly 5 times or 10 times or whatever. A lot of those I haven't done because it's really just a matter of go to an Crimson Urn route. Go to an area, find the character, go to the area, find the character. Keep doing that over and over again. 3 Crimson Nern Roots, my lucky day. Is that person fishing? Or are they just standing in the water? Okay, let's see. He has to be in here, right? That's the only place. Oh, is he not here? If he's not here, the only other place I think he could be would be the secret lab, right? What was the name of the achievement? Taking up the mantle. I mean, where else could he be? Either that or he's like in the library in the other place, but I doubt that. This is not the correct way. Where was the... Oh, I gotta go that way and... Right, it was here. Huh. Okay, let me just look up where he is. No, get out of here. What was it called? Taking up the mantle. Oh, there's a forum post about it. Perfect. Oh, he's just next to the way shrine. Really? I walked right past him? I was too overconfident with my own guess. Was he really? Another fellow Sovngarde user. Come to think of it, I guess the next crates come out middle of December, right? If that's am I thinking of the spacing correctly there? Alright, it said he was just north of the way shrine. Oh, there he is.
I did not expect any company, my friend.
Why did you turn that, though? That still isn't explained. If it was the dark heart of Skyrim, wouldn't you...
You caught me in a moment of quiet contemplation. But please, join me.
I
have lived a very long time. Even by high elf standards, I am ancient. I confess, I often embraced the routine as a distraction from the gnawing dread of my curse. Many times I sought a home, a family, and a cause. Yet I never remained for long.
You regret that?
It was not always my choice. Seeing the lengths Rodder went to save the Grey Host makes me question my commitment. Did I ever fight that hard for those I loved? Or did I just convince myself I had to move on because it was easier to start over?
Have you found your answer?
Not yet. I think I may have gotten it right this time, however. I built something that will outlast me. The Raven Watch are able, caring, devoted. I raised them well. It's comforting to know I have somewhere to return. Even if only occasionally.
If Elder Scrolls 6 does take place in the Daggerfall region, it'd be kind of cool to see Ravenwatch as a cool callback. I'm sure they'll be glad to see you whenever you do.
They are my family. And you as well. I had not confided in anyone since Rodda, until you took up my cause. I would like to bequeath my name to you, if you will have it.
Okay.
Then it's in good hands. Thank you for coming to visit, my friend. This little chat has dispelled some of the gloom hanging over me.
Until next time.
The bonds of friendship weave a net that will catch you when you fall. Radha said that, though the sentiment is much more martial in the original Yokuden. May you always be surrounded by those who will catch you when you need them most.
Thanks, Count. This was good. I've got a ton of grinding to do, though. Oh my god, I'm not looking... Tharzel. I'm not looking forward to that, but... You know, I'll take it on the shoulder and just keep going. I'm gonna get that scarab. So, thanks for joining me. Come back, all the next stuff up real soon, but until then... Bye.